well cheered on by a sprinkling of Kenyan support. A decent Dutch contingent as well here at Hive. Flags fluttering, and Kenya have an uphill battle to turn round this deficit in the second half. You can see it. Rembrandt Timbienga is onto the pitch for the Netherlands, and as always when the replacements appear throughout proceedings, bringing up to date with who's entered the fray here. Both sides just await the arrival of the match ball. And it is going to be Kenya to get the second half underway.
Captain, all good?
Farhan Bukemi is the player to kick off.
All good?
Match official Alex Weiner just making sure Kip Temple is happy with his side, and we're underway. And the Netherlands 41 points to 3.
No, keep going, 4. Advantage.
We'll start the second half with a mark from the Netherlands.
Let's play it.
Had the advantage.
Back 10, please. 4. Can't take them to 10. Guys, it's just a free kick. Yep.
So Eugene Italia is the player that's been penalised for Kenya. He can mark off a restart, one of the trial laws here in the trophy. And they've been charged down that kick downfield from that free kick. As soon as there's a bit of movement, the opposing team can start to
wing your timing,
charge, which they did there. Put a bit of pressure on Nick Dorenball. Italy plucks it from the sky, collapses to the ground, supported by his Kenyan teammates. Flat pass into the path of Ngasi, who's driven back in the challenge. So Wanyenya has to fling the ball away, and there's a big collision in midfield as it looks like Rory Crump has come on for the second half as well. Perhaps a replacement for Tobias Nota by the looks of things. Another replacement in the second row. Sibenga. Starting second rows were Chun Karst and Gabriel Cassie, so one has departed.
Bind.
Dorenball loiters at the tunnel at the scrum. It's going to be reset. It can be confirmed that Chun Karst has made way.
Thank you. Guys, we're too far apart. No, guys. Let's get this facing right. Please keep your feet up. Keep your feet up beneath you. Show me a good picture here.
Laying down the law in the front row.
Crouch. Bind.
It's a scrum battle that the Dutch have been winning.
Sit.
That's a physical nudge together yet again. The drive then comes on, but it's not been going too far forward. The referee screaming for the ball to be used. And it's craned up, that show of strength from that Kenyan pack.
Much better spacing here, much better.
The Kenyan support in full voice. Perhaps one individual was a little bit embarrassed, but the rest back in their nation in this battle against the Dutch. It's an uphill battle because the Netherlands were so impressive in that first 40 minutes. As they were in the second 40 minutes against the USA, and from the scrum they've won the penalty. And it's been quickly passed into the paws of the number 15, Elon Fassen.
Six.
Kicked into the corner, accurate as well. And Sindoli just being reminded of the laws. Move from the free kick, can't from the penalty.
Step off, Booker.
Dorenball takes position at the front of the line out. It's been thrown to the middle, but it's been fumbled forward by Sibenga. In the final bright part of the park here at Hive.
You can ask me a question, but sure, of course. He's watching here for me.
Obiang and Nguema asking a question of the match official. 5 minutes in, it remains scoreless in the second half.
Bind.
Wanyenya
set.
rolls into the tunnel. Dorenball just holds. Been picked at the base there by Kuta. Charges forward. Good inroads made. Kick downfield as Vassen fields it, throws it back infield to Moluk. Offload going to hand, but the Dutch having to work hard to try and evade any green shirts out in the field. Kenya able to force that knock on from the Dutch. Referee signals they put into the scrum.
Much better.
Darryl Luluk this time getting a bit of chat with the match official. Always great to hear the communication over the referee's mic as the Kenyan coaching staff watch on to encourage their young side.
Crouch
At their set piece. Wanyenya has to wait a little bit longer.
Hookers, we spoke about before. We need to get the space right. We had no issues in the first half. Let's please sort this out now. Thank you. I'll deal with him. Stay in.
Sloan play down in the reset scrums. An area that the match official is going to get the top of.
Bind. Set.
Rolled in. It's a relatively stationary scrum. Picked up again by the number 8 and then passed on to the scrum half. Wanyenya, who kicks it downfield.
Not held.
And Vassen not held in contact, so he's able to spring back to his feet and charge forward yet again.
Use it 9. Winger timing.
Dorenball goes to the sky and lurk underneath this is Itali. He's not able to gather. And then Omolo goes underneath it. But it's just been knocked forward.
Just scrum. Same space, please. Hooker, same. Thank you. Same thing, please.
The American match official. With a representative from Scotland on one side and Hong Kong China on the other.
Crouch.
It's an international
Bind.
match official group.
Set. Stable here.
Another strong scrum. Owners even. As Crump travelled with the ball in hand. Dorenball almost looked to release it to Kit Temperley, but withdrew from that option. Floated again into the hands of Tunison. The Dutch players flood in to try and steal this ball back, but the Kenyan defence holds firm. A scrum, so it's Kenyan put in this time.
Kenya, let's go, please.
It looks like the Dutch dugout is getting a little bit more active. Perhaps see the introduction of
Crouch.
some players.
Bind. Set.
Patrick
Stay
Wanyunya
in, stay in.
feeds the scrum, and this time he's given the opportunity to pass it from
Don't move, don't, no, no, 12,
the
12,
base.
don't move, 12, 12, 12.
Sekiti
12.
kicks downfield,
Don't move.
and that was good officiating from the match referee, the 12. Okayo not really having an impact on that kick, but being instructed not to move. He was in front of the kicker. The referee could have well within his rights to give it a penalty. The Netherlands look like they're going to release the whole bench as it's floated over the top this time. Gathered at the base by Huya. Through the backs now into some space where Rutemi is lurking. He looks to try and go round the outside. Well dealt with by this Dutch defence, and Wanyena has to get there quickly. He feeds Ngassi. Presented back so Wanyena can pass it into the path of Olela now. Kuta carries forward up towards the halfway line. Wanyena tries to get some tempo in this game. It's passed in a congested area where Wamela was waiting. Able to charge it forward a little bit more urgency about this Kenyan attack this time.
Advance over.
Olela just fumbles the ball, so Kenya have to retreat. They'll have to get back. They're under Dutch pressure because Dorenball was there pretty quickly. Physical confrontation from the young scrum half. So now Kenya have to try and steady the ship and
tackle now.
Go through their patterns to provide the platform of an exit downfield.
9, use it. Kenya, don't move, don't move.
Good clearance downfield as well. Kenya making some good inroads down that touchline as it's going to be the introduction of 5 players. It looks like Warwick Jones is one of them. Tom Van Uyen is one of them as well.
Guys, hold on. We're all good.
Flynn Baker perhaps is going to get his first introduction of the trophy. And Neil Shukin. Robert Hackett is there. On from the Dutch from that line out. A bit of disruption from all those replacements that have flooded onto the pitch. Robin Hackett, I can see, is down there.
Guys,
so it means
first scrum.
Ahmed Nolan is still on the field of play. See Puck Amalink as well as on the flank for the Netherlands.
Fine. Make sure they control their weight. There's too much weight already controlled before the ball comes in. Get it sorted. So we have more space, but that still can change the weight behind it.
And there was me thinking that the reset scrum was going to take this sting out the Kenyan voice, but it's still going. A chance for a reset scrum. Still no score in the second half.
Crouch.
Warwick Jones now.
Bind.
Stellenbosch University scrum half. Free kick.
Right there.
Now from the free kick, can't opt for a scrum now, so Kuta wound up and ready to go, charges forward, has been supported well by Sindoli. And just ushers the Dutch resistance out of the road. Boot to ball, and out in the full. The Kenyan just not able to get any momentum in that passage of play after a good burst from Kuta. Just over cooking that kick downfield.
On the line, Kenya. Kenya on the line.
I'm exhausted just listening to them.
Time off.
They've got some energy, the Kenyan fans. It's going to give them a little break in play, break in the singing as well, because Tom Hydra is needing some more medical attention. Patched up, ready to go.
Time back on.
So Tom Van Uyen, in his first chance to throw it to the line out, it's been flat back. The Kenyan line out has ticked a little bit better in the second half, been able to put the Netherlands under some pressure.
9, use it!
The referee asking for the ball to be used. It's been touched in flight, but Hydra just loses it on his shoulder. So Kenya benefit from the bouncing ball. Wanyina gets the ball quickly. Olela now for Kenya, the fullback, looking to try and weave his way out of trouble. Not able to. Wanyina passes it into the path of Omakulu.
No, leave it!
In the corner now, it's Wamala, the outside centre. Has to place it back. It's been well gathered there by the scrum half.
You can't play the 9.
And well judged there.
Not play the 9.
Simple as that. The referee can't play the 9 now to promote fast flow in rugby. And you can see the scrum half there, Wanyina. Was just engulfed at the back of that ruck. So Kenya can kick downfield and try and put this Dutch side under some pressure.
Netherlands, you're on the 22.
And Olela on the man to kick them downfield.
You just came on, and the first thing you do is yell at me. I'll deal with that. Thank you. Captain, please just make sure you give the numbers first. How do you? And make sure you give it to them properly so they know. Thank you.
Kick unification for the match official again. Some things never change the respect of referees, but my bad is probably new dialogue in this generation. To the tail, well gathered at the apex by the Kenyans.
18 out!
They're looking to drive this straight. Driving at the back is Brian Huya.
9, use it! 9, you have to use it!
But use it at the first attempt now when the referee calls. Into the path of Wamala. Working hard round the corner is Omolo, the captain. Kenya having to try and work quickly, but it's just gone over the shoulder, but it's been swept up there by Wamala. But the referee spots a knock on in there. disappointed look on the face of Mike Wamala. The last 10 minutes or so, shake of the head, but he's been a bit more involved in this game. See here, just as the ball floats across, it wasn't Wamala with the knock on as such. Disappointed that he's not able to make a lasting impact, but powerful outside centre.
Let's go.
Shown some very good touches in this game, especially in this, say, last 10 minutes or so, as we approach the final quarter of day 2.
Free kick was for too much weight.
Quarter of this game.
I understand. Let's make sure we get it. Thank you. Guys, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Water off. Time back on.
Scrum deep inside the Dutch
Crouch.
half. Kenya will be hoping to try and squeeze the Dutch side into an error and build some possession of their own. Starting to twist and move, but
don't move, don't move.
Vassen's able to clear downfield. He gets good distance, he clears the stand, but the angle of the ball perhaps not favourable.
Time off. 3 Kenya. 3.
Ogutu is coming on for Kenya. Ngassi is going to be coming off. Both of those players are listed as hookers as well, so it might not have a direct impact on who's going to throw into this line out. Messy, scrappy.
First knockdown by Green.
And the referee
then by Orange.
Spots the knock-ons in there. Is going to bring it back for a put into the scrum as Ngassi takes a seat. Juggling about in there.
You have to stay stable.
Eventually.
That's it. That's the message.
Picked up by Cassie, but
crouch. Bind. Set.
The Dutch set up for various options from the base of this scrum, and it's a Kenyan penalty. Again, putting the pressure on up front
right hand,
there.
straight to ground. Knee to ground.
Hackett, the replacement, penalised for going straight to the ground.
Sure. You feel it, but he went to ground first. That was the penalty. 3, just make sure you go up.
These young players in this under-20s World Rugby trophy benefiting from some great on-field experience with these match officials. Great dialogue.
Bind. Set.
Great environment for these young players to learn. And fumbled at the base from Kuta. He's taking his eye off the ball, the number 8. Bitterly disappointed with that. He's another player who's shone a little more in this second half.
Let's have a little bit more space on this side.
Bit of pressure from Amalink there.
Stability on this side. Stable.
Kenya must now be thinking if they did not concede that quick fire double in the first half.
Crouch.
That was dug in the opening stages.
Bind.
The kind of game they'd be playing now. No score in the opening 20 minutes of the second half. Jones feeds the scrum.
Up.
Or tries to.
Time off. Time off. Front rows. In the first half, we didn't have any issues. We need to have better pictures moving forward. Otherwise, I'll get other people to do it. Let's go.
Always difficult for replacements to come on and get the feel of the game and keep that continuity in the scrum.
Time back on.
And the referee, his patience is perhaps wearing a little bit thin.
Crouch.
As Willie Tino Vivatsu
Bind.
warms up in the technical area.
Set. Stable here.
Ready to come onto the pitch. The Dutch break free from the scrum, and this is impressive open field running. A powerful carry there. Cassie stretching his legs and getting in towards Kenyan territory now.
No, leave it. You have the ball.
Crum, acute angle, that majestic footwork as well, offloading to Warwick Jones. In the blink of an eye, the Dutch are now camped inside the Kenyan 22. Ahmed O'Nolan carries forward. Jones to Van Uyen.
Tackle!
Jones now looks at his options. Crum back inside. Nowhere going. Works hard to present that ball back as well for the Dutch to retain possession. Van Uyen has another chance.
Can you step back? Step back!
Link up play there from Cassie into some space. Temperley linking up with the fullback there, Elon Vassen. And it's taken 22 minutes. But we've got our first try of the second half. And that is more like it from the Dutch. Breaking free from inside their own 22.
Captain.
Linking up well.
Captain.
Keeping the tempo and scoring a try in the corner.
No, you're good. You're good to go still. Your new nine came on. He's got a penalty. Someone take it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Match official just explaining that Warwick Jones is not going to be able to, in his words, milk the penalty. As Vassen looks to add the extras to his own try. And he certainly had the distance on that one, just not the accuracy. So it's a 5-pointer only. And it came from this score. Good link-up play there from Cassie. Hydra got a bit of width in it, and then Temperley just able to manipulate that space to allow the fullback, that man there, Elon Vassen, into some space to dive in the corner. And it's an excellent score. An excellent try again from the Netherlands. It's been a bright last few minutes for the Kenyans.
It was played by Netherlands.
And it didn't go 10, but it did roll down the leg of Crum and he charged towards the ball. Penalty advantage coming on for the Kenya.
Offside.
There's a knock on there from Kenya, but they did benefit from the penalty from Robin Hackett. He's given away a couple of penalties for the Dutch in the second half here. So Sakiti can kick downfield and nibble away at that touchline.
Yeah. Time's off. He's coming off on this side. Hold the throw.
Neil shooting onto the field for
Time back on. Hooker, step off. Thank you.
Netherlands. And also Tino Viratsu is on for Kenya. And then Nyango as well. You can see his number draped on the back of his
9, use it.
Kenyan
Timing.
under 20s international shirt. Jones tries to kick downfield. He's been allowed to bounce and then eventually grasped there by Eugene Itali. Working hard to get back by Nina. Again having to stoop down to try and find a willing runner into some wider channels now as Well, Mela and Mutemi link up. Mela then just charges towards that gap again, trying to run that acute line which has been so fruitful for so many people in this tournament so far. Sikiti. Wamela over the halfway line now. Sikiti just barking the orders, explaining exactly where he wants Mutemi to position himself, and a chance for Amolo now to barge his way out of some Dutch trouble. Huya. Sikiti having to grasp onto that ball under some counter-attacking pressure from the Dutch. So again, Kenya relinquishing some territory, keeping the ball in hand. Good play. Wamela now offloading, stuck this time with great hands. Onyango now flings the ball back in field. It's ricocheting, and eventually the play is brought to a halt by the match official for the forward pass. But it's been a bright passage of play there. Cavoli as well coming hard off his wing. Just not able to find a hand. De Bruyne was in the right place for the Dutch. But Kenya
just not
able to find a Kenyan hand there.
Okay.
And Sikiti hanging on to his teammates, but
Netherlands, can we please just go over here so we get the sun scrum ready?
Still been able to issue some orders. Still clutching on to Onyango's shoulder. Now needs a little rest on Ogutu as well.
Off, please.
Recharged, ready to go. The Kenyan number 9. And there's his opposite number at the moment. Warwick Jones started the game against the USA. A game that they were 44 points to 12 down at half time, and
time back on.
41 points to 12 down at half time. We're able to fight back into that game.
Crouch. Bind. Set. No, back.
Rolled into the scrum. Netherlands, Vassen acting as first receiver.
No, don't move.
Pumping it downfield. They've been caught up, the bouncing ball. Still not been dealt with by Kenya. A little bit of footwork now to evade the defence. And from a very tricky and challenging angle, it's a good exit downfield from Onyango.
Number 9. 9, please don't move forward. You must move backwards. On the line, Kenya.
Van Uyen, replacement hooker for Goose Hanks. Does find his target, brought down.
Ball's there, use it!
Well defended by Darryl Ulok from Kenya. Jones finds Crum. Crum taking up that position that Tobias Nota has been deployed in. Looking to set up that.
The ball's there, the ball's always there.
First carry for Neil Shooten. First carry in this tournament for Neil Shooten. Then back in field. Crum looking to try and make an impact off the bench. Been fumbled forward, so Kenya have got a chance to play now and break free from the first challenge. A couple of looks left and right. Eventually, Okeyo has possession. And Sikiti has to dig about and get that ball out. Give it to a teammate. Itali is the player again, trucking forward, willing second row. A workmanlike performance from the Kenyan number 4. Now Omoro offloading well and linking up with the outside centre, Wameha. Sikiti. Oh, it's a physical challenge. On the 10-metre line, standing upright is Ogutu. Flat pass, and now the Kenyans have breached the Dutch defence, hauled down on the halfway line. great link-up play, but eventually the ball knocked on by the Kenyans.
Advantage over.
Kick downfield by the Dutch, well fielded by Olela.
Outside. Kenya, retreat!
Turns
Kenya,
it back
retreat!
downfield, well gathered
Retreat!
by Warwick Jones, hugging the touchline. Steals a bit of ground back and puts it to the sky. Waiting back there was Mutene.
Don't move, Kenya!
Wanyenya. And now into the possession of the Dutch. A little sway of the hips there from Neil Shooten.
Step two, step back! Thank you.
To bring in a teammate, and now is front row colleague off of the bench. Van Uyen carries forward.
Don't move, Netherlands, don't move, 19, don't move!
Space identified by Hydra, but the ball is starting to travel. And it'll be dotted down here.
Go on, drop out.
By Olela. He was back there for Kenya. Kenyan 15. Opts not to kick, he's given it to
Onside! Onside!
And it's arcing towards the touchline, but been well gathered there by Flynn Baker. Keeps the ball in hand, he's upright, he's been dealt with well by this Kenyan defence, but it's a chance now to work hard round the corner from Dupree.
Tackle!
Jones into the path of Gabriel Cassie.
Advantage, high tackle.
Looks to try and make some damage.
The high tackle, number one. High tackle.
Can leave a lasting impact on the Kenyan defence, but he gets up rather gingerly. So Elon Fassin can kick to the corner. Final 10 minutes of this game. It's been a low scoring second half, disrupted by replacements, and you can see Gabriel Cassie.
Time off. Time off.
High challenge there.
Hold on, guys. Time's off.
Van Uyen waits. Instructed by the referee. Play back underway. Go to the front again. The numbers filter round to that right hand side.
Obstruction. Shift drive.
And this time there's a bit of obstruction, and it's been taken quickly and then cleared downfield. And it's good distance there from Wanyenya. To try and catch the Dutch cold and go quickly, but was able just to launch it downfield.
Netherlands, how many? Thank you.
Van Uyen in conversation and dialogue with Neil Shooten. Movement towards the tail. Well gathered by the Dutch. Amelink is the player that time, and again Crum is deployed as the battering ram. Cassie held up tall, supported by teammates. One of them is Sibenga. Jones goes to the sky. A couple of Kenyan players are underneath that, and it's just been fumbled. The Dutch are able to scoop up the ball on the cusp of the Kenyan 22, and it's good hands from Tunison. Travels forward. Jones is delayed in getting there, so Crum splinters the Kenyan defence again. Presented back into the hands of Van Uyen. He weaves one way back in field. He's able to make some good inroads yet again on this Kenyan defence.
Slowing the ball down, number 9.
Comes there acting as first receiver. He floats it into the path of Flynn Baker. He's celebrating. He's grounded the ball, and he gets his first try and his first appearance in the World Rugby Under-20 trophy. And it takes Netherlands over the 50-point mark. Jones found Crum, and then Baker was able to dot the ball down. And on first glance, it did look debatable, but with the benefits of replays, you could argue that that was a well-worked and well-grounded try from the Netherlands. Vassen conversion attempt over a prone Kenyan player, and it was arcing its way in and then just took a curve towards the left hand side. So it's 51-3, 2 points not added from that try from Flynn Baker, and almost dislodged there by the Kenyan defence. Omolo just not able to do enough to disrupt that. Try scoring effort from the Dutch, number 23. Bit of attention needed on the field for a couple of players. That man there, Gabriel Cassie, he's had another impressive performance in that Dutch jersey. A lot of really, really talented Dutch players out there. Muchemi for Kenya is back up and ready to go again. But in their first appearance in the World Trophy, you've got to say that the Netherlands are making a brilliant account of themselves.
Fairkey was going for the ball. He was always going for the ball.
Kenya restart, put a bit of pressure on it. So the Netherlands have to go through their repertoire of getting downfield, setting the platforms up, asking Jones to opt to the sky. He's not made a whole lot of ground with that, but it's been flat back.
Always within 10.
And the referee signals that there's a penalty to the Kenyans. They go quickly. They pass it into the path of Omakulu. Yellow carded earlier on in this game. Being picked and it's going by Ogutu. Presented back. Play slowing down. Nyandusi is there in support. Another replacement for Kenya. Round the fringes. Kenya keeping it tight. Looking to try and play pragmatic rugby now. Omoro. Takes a bit of time for the Kenyan support to get there. They're able to protect the ball, and Ogutu goes again. Being picked up there by Yandusi. Fumbled. And just when Kenya are starting to go through the phases, we're almost going through the motions and put under some pressure from that Dutch defence. Five minutes remain here. Still remains Netherlands 51, Kenya 3.
Crouch.
Wanyenya splitting into his front row. Exactly what was required here.
I asked you about 15 minutes ago if I need to deal with him, so please don't stand up. Next time, free kick and do it. Thank you. Stay straight. Crouch.
Scrum again.
Bind. Set.
And the Kenyan voice doesn't dampen in the stands here.
Use it now.
At Hive Stadium. Hackett. Hydra, sorry, he's able to get it through the hands. Hackett would be doing well to get from the front row to first receiver at a scrum. But Vassen just skews it downfield. Out on the full. which affords another opportunity for Kenya to end this game. There's some positivity as the personnel on the bench warm up, ready for the last few minutes. But it's been stolen at the front by Plakamelink from the Netherlands.
Let the ball come, Green.
Brought down, and the ball naturally will filter to the back of that ruck. The Dutch fly forward again.
9, use it. Timing, Green.
Jones tries to kick downfield. It's been charged down.
Advantage.
Can the Kenyans scoop up this ball and impose themselves on this Dutch defence when it's in panic mode? Nyandusi carries the ball. The Dutch defence working hard to get back into shape pretty quickly.
That's a good turnover. We go back to the knock-on.
And it is going to be brought back. There's going to be a few replacements coming on. Abdul Raham
This way.
Mohammed is coming on for Kenya. Odembo
2
and Moruri as well.
2, 5, 9.
For Huya, Omakulu and Wainina as well. They're going to be replaced by that trio. Abdul Rahman Mohammed, Odembo and Moruri are the final 3 replacements to arrive from the bench to this game.
Kenya. Time back on.
And Kenya will be hoping the replacements, especially the ones up front, Abdul Rahman Mohammed and Odembo, can make an impact on this scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Go 9.
Moruri
Stay here.
rolls the ball in, and it's a solid scrum from
Ball's
Kenya.
out.
Moruri goes down the blind side, loses his footing, but
Tackle!
he'll be relieved that his teammates were there, ready and willing to help support the replacement scrum half. Moruri now. Itali tries to get the offload, not able to. Crum was there. Moruri gets the ball away from that ruck. It was almost stabbed through there. Flynn Baker is watching this ball.
By Orange first.
Kenya trying to scrap
All right,
that ball
play
back
on.
on their side. Moruri there. Carried forward from Abdul Rahman Mohammed. Dangerous ball to receive, but well dealt with. Tino Wiwatsu. His feet off the ground, and now Kenya are in behind. They're able to splinter the defence. Some good footwork brings Olela into play. And Kenya are going to finish this game attacking that Dutch line. Are they going to be able to get over and get that try? It's been stripped by the Dutch. Clay Tunison with some excellent play. And Hamelink now rises highest with the ball in hand. Warwick Jones kicks it downfield, waiting back there is Okeyo. He gathers, he's able to link up with Olela. Olela tries to stab it forward, but he's been clattered off the field of play by Neil Shooten. And that should be the final act of the game. And it was a one-sided scoreline in the end, but the second half fiercely competitive, perhaps disrupted by replacements, but it is the Dutch who leave the field of play with a very sizable and handsome victory between these two sides. The Kenyan support in full voice.